When you hear the words plastic surgery, you probably think of Hollywood, nose jobs, facelifts, and chasing beauty. But here's the truth. Plastic surgery was never about beauty. Its origins are filled with punishment, war, survival, and even masks made of tin for men who could no longer face the world. This is the untold story of plastic surgery, the side no one ever told you. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because here we reveal the stories hidden from history. Ancient India, the first nose. Jobs, over 2,500 years ago in India, punishments were brutal. One of the most common? Cutting off a criminal's nose, a permanent mark of shame. But Indian surgeons developed a shocking solution. Using a flap of skin from the forehead, they rebuilt entire noses. This wasn't just medicine. It was the earliest form of reconstructive plastic surgery. When European travelers heard of this, they didn't believe it. For them, the idea of rebuilding a face was closer to magic than science. And yet, India was doing it centuries before the West even imagined it. The Italian secret. Jump to Renaissance Italy, the late 1500s. A surgeon named Gaspare Tagliacozzi began experimenting with reconstructing noses and ears using skin from the patient's own arm. He became so famous that people traveled across Europe for his techniques. In 1597, he even published a book called De Cortorum Chirurgia, the world's first detailed guide on plastic surgery. But here's where it gets strange. The Catholic Church declared his work sinful, claiming surgeons had no right to change the face God had given. After Tagliacozzi's death, rumors spread that his patients' noses fell off when he died, as if his surgical magic stopped working. His instruments were buried with him. Plastic surgery, once again, was forced back into the shadows. The brutality of war. For centuries, plastic surgery remained rare until the nightmare of World War I. Millions of young men came home with faces shattered by bullets, explosions, and fire. Their families couldn't recognize them. Society shunned them. This is when a British surgeon, Harold Gillies, stepped forward. He created entire hospitals dedicated to reconstructing faces. Gillies experimented with new techniques, skin grafts, tube pedicles, and methods so advanced they became the foundation of modern surgery. For the first time in history, medicine wasn't just saving lives, it was saving identities. The forgotten tin faces. But not everyone could be helped. Some soldiers' injuries were too severe. For them, artists like Anna Coleman Ladd created metal masks painted to look like their lost faces. These men were called the tin noses, or tin faces. They wore half-real, half-fake identities, eating in private, hiding from crowds, living lives of silent suffering. Society wasn't ready to look at them. So they disappeared, their only comfort being these fragile masks. This haunting chapter is almost erased from history, but it's a reminder. Plastic surgery began as an answer to human cruelty and human survival, not beauty. From survival to beauty. After the wars, surgeons had all these new techniques, but with fewer soldiers to operate on, they looked elsewhere, and that's when they turned to cosmetic procedures. By the 1950s, plastic surgery shifted into Hollywood. Actors and actresses secretly got nose reshaping, facelifts, and breast surgeries. What was once about survival slowly became about self-image. From the ashes of war came the billion-dollar cosmetic industry we know today. So, next time you hear about a celebrity's plastic surgery, remember this. It all began with criminals, punishment, war, and forgotten soldiers who lived behind masks. If this untold story shocked you, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Because on this channel, we uncover the stories hidden from history, the ones you'll never hear in school.